No worries. We have to record it so we can submit it to the project to say that we actually had the meeting. So,
yeah,
administrative.
Yeah. So, Ratana, the selection of products I think was appealing, and also the size of your company seemed like it was a pretty good fit, and your emphasis on the quality of the product, and also the pride of the Cambodian products, and sharing that pride and quality of produce from agriculture in Cambodia, I think came through in your messaging, and that's what Jenny and I focus a lot on with our products is it's more about showing Cambodian food with the quality of the food and the interesting flavor and the how it's special and unique, and I thought that was really good. The selection of the products. I'm looking through the slides, like with the orange, the mango, the persat orange, right, and the papaya, or not papaya, but the pineapple. And I was wondering, what other, do you have other products that aren't on the presentation that was shared?
Currently, we also have new products like dry banana.
Okay.
Yes, and also in the next few months we will have it's still the dry fruit, but we will coat with the chocolate. It's like the dry mango coated with chocolate, dry banana also coated with chocolate. That is the new product that we are trying to develop. Currently, we are ordering the chocolate from Malaysia, and then after we receive the chocolate, we will do the dry fruit coat with chocolate.
Just a couple of inputs here. First of all, I had some of the dried persat oranges today on my way to the doctor. I hadn't had lunch, and I grabbed something to eat, and that was what it was, and I loved it. I do believe that has a market here in North America. I can't find it on the market anywhere, so it's a different product. It's not the same as the product you get at Trader Joe's and some of the other markets where they have the standard.
And they're good. I mean, I opened a pack and
yeah, you can see this one's
finished it at the same time.
Yes, because our orange is different kind from that mandarin orange, or we have maybe Ken's wife would know the Posat orange is a very specific variety of a Cambodian orange. So we are the first company that can do that orange into dried products in Cambodia.
Yeah, I'm gonna just make a couple of comments here, then I'll mute myself and let you guys talk. But I think that has an opportunity because it's unique and it's different, and there's going to be there is growing demand for dried oranges, and it doesn't compete directly with the mandarin that's out there. The other that I think has an interesting potential is the dried banana. I think it's great for a product mix or for a hiking. Where somebody like an REI or a backpack store where people want to take bananas because they're great potassium and great for their health, but you can't take a fresh banana. These are not the same as banana chips, which are out there that really don't, in my opinion, don't have any flavor. These have got banana flavor and texture, and I think those are another products you guys have that would be fun to work with because they're different. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and let you guys talk, and but that's my 2 cents worth real quick.
Appreciate your comment, Jim.
Yeah, that's very helpful. I appreciate that too. So, Ratana, I had where have you had any efforts that you've made marketing to the West for any of your products yet?
Currently, for the US market, we are quite new to this market. So that's why we have projects with the Harvest Tool, and they are working together with Jim and Ron. So that is where we have met you and some other company in US, but so far it's quite new for us for the US market. We don't have any partner, we don't have any distributor or importer yet for that.
How about for Europe?
For Europe, it's the same because actually I would like to brief a little bit. Misota was established in 2017, and it was in the progress of the constructions and the product development. We are ready by end of 2020.
Okay.
So by that time,
that's a lot. You've accomplished a lot in a short time.
it was not a good time to do the marketing in the Europe side. We cannot travel, we cannot join the exhibition, we cannot visit our clients.
Right.
That is very slow. So so far to Europe we are working on it, but it's directly between the company with the clients. There is no any other agent for the European side also. And we are currently only export to the Asia countries like Japan, a little bit to Singapore and to Australia.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. You know what you're describing and what it's similar to what Chani and I have done with our company, right? It's a challenge, right? But we're ready for that challenge, and we have a lot of contacts that we think can help. Like in the case of the Persat Orange, yes, Jenny has shared with me, and we also have an intern student from Cambodia that's working for us now, and she was excited to see the Persat Orange in your presentation. That orange I can't wait to try myself and to market, and then to say, hey, it's a different kind of orange, and entice people to give it a try because it's different. I think we're also excited to see what sort of to see how we can position things like the mango against so many of the mango products that come to the U.S. from the Philippines, for example, or from Thailand, and use that as to differentiate. Say, no, these are Cambodia. These are straight from Cambodia. They're not from some other country, and here's why they're special. So we're thinking about the marketing message and how we can appeal to realtors and to not realtors, but retailers and to our distributors to establish a good demand for that product. But we haven't done fruit before, so it's new for us as well, and we would need some of your help and expertise.
Sure. It's my pleasure to support all this. We need to explore this together.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. For your products, are you interested in doing both retail packaging as well as bulk? Bulk meaning like 25 kg, bulk packages for food service applications.
So we are flexible following the buyers. I mean, if you have a different perspective or potential clients, we can be flexible. It's like we can also have the cooperation with your company to promote a Misota brand to the end user. It's like because we have a small packaging like 100 grams for the Misota brand. And we also open up for the bulk packaging. Usually, for the bulk packaging, we pack in 5 kilo plastic bag and 20 kilo per carton.
All right.
Yes, and then the clients will do the repacks into small size at their facility.
Okay.
So we are flexible for these two options.
All right. Good. Yeah, I think that's.
Just a question, would you be interested in putting it under your label, or I know that's down the road, but are you thinking of putting it under the Angkor Foods label or keeping it with the Misota label? And I know you can't really answer that now, but I'm just asking what you're thinking.
Yeah, thanks for the question, Ron. I absolutely, when we look at any product, especially when it has a Cambodian connection, we're always thinking about, hey, this, should we put it under the Angkor Cambodian food brand? And I think that has a lot of value because we're becoming a pretty well-known brand in the U.S. It's not like Coca-Cola or anything like that by any stretch, but when somebody's looking for Cambodian or Southeast Asian ingredients, there many people are recognizing the brand, and so it has some advantages. But that's another question I had. I was curious about the origins of the Misota name. Like, where does the name Misota come from? Misota.
Actually, our founders, he's a Cambodian French. He was immigrant to French before the Khmer Rouge regime.
Yeah.
And his name was Michel Tan. And his wife's name was Sophie. So as Mi is his Michel, so is Sophie, and Ta is his family name.
All right.
And that confused everyone to feels like Misota is the Japanese name with a Japanese owner or something.
but it's a great, simple,
I was really curious.
straightforward
You were
name.
say there's some Japanese connection. Hold on just a second. Jenny's messaging me something. And, okay. Yeah. So the Ratana, do you have would your organization, your company, interested in any sort of different branding, like when we come to the U.S., having something, selling it to some other company, even beyond Angkor Cambodian food, if they wanted to rebrand and repackage?
Sure. We work also under the OEM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if there is a new brand, there is only the certain minimum order commitment, because it's due to the minimum order of the bag only.
Yeah.
Other than this, there is no problem for our side.
Right. Right. Do you have for your product line now? Which of the products have you seen used in a food service application? And or if they haven't, then that's okay too. I'm just curious. I'm looking for food service applications, and I guess I would include in food service like manufacturing, where maybe some of your ingredients are included in something like a trail mix or some other cereal, or so they take some of your fruits and then they produce another product that contains pieces of your fine product.
Currently, what we are potentially doing in Cambodia, we don't see any more consumption in food service, but we are doing with the hotels service. We supply the dry fruit to the hotels, and they use this as the amenity.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad you mentioned that, because we get
some big and international hotel, they are happy to have the products made in Cambodia to promote to the tourists inside their hotel room.
Yes, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because we oftentimes get approached by gift basket companies, and they want to have show an international gift basket, and those are growing in popularity here in the United States, and I could see your retail size packages being a good candidate for that.
Yes, and we also trying to design something to be a souvenir for the tourists also.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a unique souvenir for our province or Cambodia's.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But actually, for the food service, there is also the potential if we supply them in the bulk packagings, like 1 or 2 kg package, they can do it as a snack or as a buffet.
Yeah.
To the.
I think that is an opportunity, to to share with people. It's more than just something that you buy by itself. You can think in a bigger picture, like what can you do with it? What are the different ways you can use it? Yeah, so I think that was it from my side. Ratana, do you have any questions about our company and things that we do here in the U.S.?
I have seen in your website, so I appreciate what you and your wife are doing to promote Cambodian cuisines to the U.S. market also. And I see you have some recipe. Actually, are you importing rice from Cambodia also?
I'm glad you asked that one. We're sampling rice from some producers, and Jenny is very excited about introducing the U.S. market to the very freshest new crop rice from Cambodia, to get that smell and that aroma that is so unique, and that Americans really don't get to experience.
I see. The question that come up about rice to me, because I was in rice industry almost 10 years before I moved to Misota. And when I see your website was about the food recipe, so it come to my curiosity. Are you importing rice?
Yeah, well, maybe I can, maybe Jenny and I can get some help from you on a good supplier.
My pleasures. If you have any question about what kind of rice that fit to your receipt, or who are the trusted supplier in Cambodia, it's my pleasures.
Okay, thank you.
So, Kent, I have a question. Are you selling mainly to the natural and specialty channel, or do you go into conventional supermarkets, or, where is most of your business?
Most of it is specialty. A lot of the specialty and natural. Yeah, I would put that in there too. We're in the markets that people go to when they look for something hard to find. Now, the exception that we've found there in several areas, like high-end regional grocery chains, like maybe like Central Market in Texas,
yeah,
or Hens in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. Those kind of higher end chains where maybe they have like 10 to 20 stores or something like that. Those are also a good target for us. And the consumers, they usually have enough space on their Asian aisle to expand the Southeast Asian selection. And we say, hey, this would be a great fit in there. And here's how we can help you with recipes and more confidence building to the consumer that, hey, when you buy this, here's how you can use it.
No, that sounds like that would be a good potential, actually.
So jumping in here again, from a next step, what do you need, Kent, to take a further look at what products they have and where you can fit them into the market, and what strategy you would need, and what do you need from Misota to kind of move that process forward?
I would hold on just a second. The boss is messaging me again here.
So the samples are on their way, Jim. They were going out to Kent, I believe, today, so he should have those soon.
Yeah, I think what I'm curious to know about, like, if the program offers any assistance for what's typically what sort of assistance is available for marketing and relabeling, getting the right nutrition labels for the U.S. market, and kind of like the logistics and marketing, steps and essential steps, to bring a product to market.
Well, the project, unfortunately, our role has actually technically ended. And this project is wrapping up, but there's another project on behind it, but it could be months before that is awarded, and then even more months until it is actually staffed. We've bid on continuation of the project, and our contractor was apt, and they've done a good job, so they stand a good chance of winning. If they win, then there's some continuation. As far as support on branding or packaging, that is things that they can do, but not at this stage in this particular project. I know that we can give you input and send you to the right locations to look at what needs to be on the label and the legal requirements, but it's not something that we'll engage in. Again, we don't always work by our contract is up, but we want to see the success of both sides, and we're not going to walk away from anything we can provide value and assistance on. But as far as any logistics support, that's not, and I've never seen logistics support. I have seen technical support on brand design and marketing and labeling and packaging. And there have been times when USAID will grant equipment to get that done. But unfortunately, they don't do a lot of support in the US for the product coming in. Our role is kind of unique in trying to find US buyers. And we do have, I have multiple documents on packaging and branding and label requirements, and we do courses on that and stuff. So we can help in that, but it's not something that we're paid to do at this stage.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we are a bit of mercenaries, though we do want to see the efforts that we have come to fruition. And there's always the challenge between what is written and what the intent is. And our intent is I want to be able to go to my local store and buy Cambodian product. And I could say I see multiple products there, particularly from Misota with the Prasad orange and the banana, the two that if I had more time, I would say, hey, I'm going to jump all over it. I would think there's a market for those two products, even just on an Amazon type of thing, and in developing a program to support it there. So we're not going to walk away, but as far as the project goes, there's not a lot of tomorrow type of support. There may be next month from the new project, and hopefully we'll be engaged there and can take it further. So.
Okay. Yeah, that answers a lot of questions there, and it's you got to ask what's available. So
yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask. You don't get anything.
I've done speeches at trade shows saying if you don't ask, you're leaving money on the table, because there's a lot of things that we do that businesses don't do on their own or can't, and it's something that in fact, on the back of my card, they basically say we're using the visible hand of assistance to remove the roadblocks. So we figure out what's preventing the transaction from happening and remove it. And if it works for one, once we remove that roadblock, it works for others. So we're here to see the success of the products, but the actual next step in what we do is very limited officially from the project standpoint. But we do want to make sure that sales are achieved and the results are, like I say, nothing more satisfying for us than to go into the store and see the product that we help get there.
Well, thank you, Jim.
Kent, I'm assuming you probably want to get some idea from Ratana about the cost of the product.
Yes, yeah. Let's get some pricing, like for the retail sizes, and then for the bulk too, and that would be just your price before any shipping to the U.S.
Because currently, what are you using for the importing the spice to US? You are doing the consolidating with others goods, like the LCR service.
Yeah, so we use C.H. Robinson to help facilitate that, and they're able to work with like shipping from Phnom Penh or Battambang to San Francisco. And you're right. It's not, we're not doing full containers yet. So there's we're sharing the load, sharing space with others.
C.H. Robinson, they have their partner C.H. Royals in Cambodia, so they might be able to work together.
Yeah.
And then which port are you shipping to?
I believe. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I can send that to you. I don't know if I can bring it up here right now.
Yes. Maybe after this, Jim or Ron can introduce me to Mr. Ken emails, and then we can keep in touch from there. I may need to ask for the ports and detailed address so that we can check with the logistic company here whether they can provide a service direct to the port or some things that we can discuss more.
Yeah, what will help us too in moving this forward is just if Ken can send a email saying here's the things he's looking for, and then we can make sure that they're able to follow up on that. So keep us in the loop on that, on what you need, and we'll work to make sure you get it. Like I say, we'll go the steps to make sure that the dialogue keeps going.
Yeah, because I apologize, Mr. Ken, so far I don't have your contact, so it would be great if you can send me an email.
We'll send it along and make an introduction, and then Ken can write and copy us on exactly what he's looking for, and then we get everything moving forward. It sounds like there's a good opportunity here.
Yeah, because currently there might be a challenge with the logistic issue. The shipping rate to US is gone high, and also the traffic at the port is not going well. Also, there's another headache.
Shipments to the US shipments to the US are crazy right now. We import some product from Austria, and just to give you an example, a container that arrived in August in Houston didn't get to our depot in Stockton until October. So it's crazy, and the rates are high. But certain products import is the way to go, so we'll continue to import them. We'll just be passing that cost on to the consumers, which is why we see inflation at the level it's at. So one of the many reasons why we see inflation where it's at. But
so it just answer to Ron's question. It's just some idea for cans. I have a 100-gram packaging here, and the price that I have is only the FOB price at Cambodia port. Roughly is about 80 to 90 cent FOB.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I can do for now because we are unclear for the shipping cost.
Yeah, that's fine. And is that price, Ratana, is that similar for all of the fruit products, or is it different for all of them?
The mango is about 80 to 90 cents. The Posat orange is between 1.1 to 1.2 per 100 gram.
Okay.
Yeah, and the price will be negotiable between based on the discussion or the volumes that we are discussing also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up real quick. Dried orange on Amazon is way expensive. Well, here's the Trader Joe's one. It's 3-pack of 6 ounce or 5.3 ounces for it's $1 an ounce.
I'm not quite familiar with that unit measurement.
So that's 25 grams, $1 for 25 grams.
25 gram $1.
Yeah, I'd have to work it backwards here. But anyway, we can, and then I can also, case with half a kilo is $16. So it's $8 or $32 a kilo at retail.
But we're not quite sure how much they pay for the shippings and factor in their brokerage fee and other profits.
Right. And I can tell you some of that here.
So what Jenny and I have done is we focus a lot on the quality, and we charge a premium for it, and we would probably try to do the same thing for the Misota products, just because we'd like to set it apart, right? When we start to compete with the very large producers, I think we kind of get lost in that area of what is the value, what really sets you guys apart besides price. And so we'll do a full analysis of that. We'll do some market comparisons on what's out there, some taste testing, Jim. And and then we'll come back and share what we're doing, and what we think the right price point is, based off what we see in our experience.
Yeah, just I'm looking here. So the Trader Joe's product on Amazon sells 20 units a day, $8,600 a month, and their net is they're netting about 50%. Amazon's taking a fee of $8.
Wow. Yeah. Richest
so-
man in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, but he only owns like 7% of it now. So it's all the
Yeah.
rest of us that own it that didn't get in at the right time. I actually was talking to my stockbroker yesterday, and we sold all our Amazon stock about a month ago, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
So anyway, we can get the numbers from Amazon and that type of stuff, and kind of give a breakdown there. So
Okay. Sounds good.
but nobody has the
this
Passat. Nobody has the Passat orange, so it's not. You're comparing apples to apples or oranges to oranges, but it's not the same.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
And
good. That's very good.
That's our sweet spot, and we want to leverage that for the other dried fruits, I think, and it'll likely work for us. And so let's take it to the next step.
The other product that we found that I thought the quality is really good on is the dried pineapple. And when you open the bag, it smells really good. The flavor and the texture were good. And again, looking at Amazon, dried pineapple has a wide range, but
Yeah. And the Cambodian pineapples are super special. They're not like the mainstream ones, right?
Because the advantage of Cambodian fruits and other crop is that our farmer, they still do it more traditionally as compared to our neighbor Vietnam and Thailand. They are more on a commercial side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it tastes different. Tastes completely different, right?
Yes, the taste is different also. That is why Vietnam and Thailand, they also buying a lot of raw material from Cambodia.
Right, and that was one of the reasons why we were excited, because like on the dried mango, a lot of the dried mango that Cambodia is shipping may be actually, or that Thailand is shipping may actually be coming from Cambodia. So here's an example of an Amazon brand of, that's trail mix, dried pineapple. Rev's brand is selling $60,000 a month of dried pineapple on Amazon. Yeah. So there's a market. And like I say, I think the quality might be a little bit better. So
yeah, we have Amazon's not our #1 channel, but we sell a good amount of our sauces and spices on Amazon. Even on Walmart. Walmart moves a lot. Walmart is the biggest surprise ever to me for specialty food items. Unbelievable.
So you also have your item on Amazon and Walmart?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was funny. Was it, I think probably 4 years ago at a fancy food show, I was being sold on the value of selling your product on Amazon. And I told the people I was with that I'd never buy pickles on Amazon. And I have since bought pickles on Amazon. So, and it wasn't even because of COVID. It was because I wanted a particular pickle out of Lebanon, and it's there. So that's the thing. If I want to buy a Cambodian product, I maybe not find it at my local QFC or Whole Foods or even Trader Joe's, but I can always find it on Amazon.
Yeah, that's good. Jim, there's some real good pickles out of Detroit too. I know that you like to do the international, but it's just good to see that whole selection that's out there. So
yeah. Great. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for their time, and Ron will send an email to introduce the two of you technically with the email addresses, and then we'll look for Kent to kind of tell us what he needs, and we'll kind of shepherd the process through.
Yeah, so maybe Ken needs some time to discuss with his big boss what is the way forward in terms of the branding of the dry fruits.
Yeah. That's right.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Okay, keep in touch.
Thank you. See you later.
Get your sleep now, Ron. It's late back there.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.